Hare Krishna. Thank you, everybody. So now we're going to have a short play on Nityananda's pastime as a boy when he was Nitai. So without further ado, we shall now begin. It is on this day of the year 1474 that Sri Nityananda, or Nitai as he was then known, appeared within this world. His father was Nitai Pandit, a learned scholar and pure devotee of the Lord, who had descended from the spiritual world to appear in the Lord's pastimes. His mother was Padmavati, who was a pleasure potency of the Lord himself. As a young boy, he and his friends would play many games. And these games were always enactments of Krishna's wonderful pastimes. He especially enjoyed the pastimes of Lord Ram, where he would always take the role of Lakshman.
Ravana, you dog! You have taken Sita away!
I will kill Ram, but first I shall kill you. I shall teach you.
Nitai was so absorbed in the pastime that he fell to the ground. And there was no symptom of life in his body. The cowherd boys began to get worried and tried to wake him up. But he was not even breathing. They soon realized that he was not just playing, but was actually unconscious and might be dead. All his friends started crying and weeping. Nitai's parents came running to the scene.
What happened? Why is Nitai lying on the ground?
I don't know, I just noticed how I live.
They were weeping and crying, and they didn't know what to do, how to bring him back to life. And everyone in Ekachakra was gathering around, crying, trying to figure out what to do.
Wait. I remember. He played a similar pastime to this not long ago. And I think if Hanuman brings the sacred herbs back, we can bring Lakshman back to life.
Yes! Now I remember. Before we performed that pastime, Nitai said, when I fall unconscious, Hanuman should bring the herb from the divine mountains.
That's right! That's right! And I am the almighty Hanuman, royal servant of Lord Ramachandra. And I will bring back the herbs to save Lakshman!
The boy playing Hanuman ran off to find the magic herbs. But on his way, he met another boy dressed as a crocodile. And right after that, he met another boy dressed as a Rakshasa. Then another boy dressed as a Gandharva who wanted him to stop and rest.
I want a very special mission.
Hanuman continued on his search for the mountain.
There are the sacred herbs. There they are. Oh, there's so many of them. I don't know which one to take. I know. I'll take the whole mountain.
As soon as Hanuman returned, another boy playing the role of a doctor took the stone and put it near Lakshman's head. Nitai's parents embraced him with great love, and all the children began to dance in great happiness, chanting the glories of the Lord. Everyone was so amazed.
How is it you never read scriptures, but you know all pastimes? These are my pastimes.
In this way, Nitai spent the first 12 years of his life, day and night, absorbed completely in the pastimes of the Lord. And it was during the year when Nitai was at the age of 12, the Lord Chaitanya appeared. Nitai, feeling the presence of his Lord, was in such ecstasy, he began to roar.
Gauranga!
Nitai then began to think.
It was my purpose of incarnating in this world to assist Lord Chaitanya in his wonderful pastime. But how can I do this? How can I leave home? When my parents are so deeply attached to me.
Then, one day, by divine arrangement, a sannyasi arrived in Ekachakra. Hadai Pandit welcomed the sage graciously into their home, begging him to accept some prasad.
I will take you prasada only if you give me the charity by fulfilling my desire.
Yes, of course.
All right then, I will take you prasada.
All night long, the sannyas was explaining the wonderful pastimes of Lord Krishna to the family. They listened to him in rapt attention. In the morning, Hadai Pandit gratefully inquired from him how he would be able to serve him.
I ask this charity of you. Give me your eldest son, Nitai, to travel to the holy place. Because I'm sannyas, I need a servant.
How can that be? He's not asking for my son. He's asking for my very self. But I must follow the principles of religion. I must serve the great souls, the devotees of the Lord. When Vishwamitra Muni visited King Dasarat in Ayodhya and asked for his son Ram, though for the king this was very painful because his son was his very life, but still to protect the principles of religion and for the purpose of saving the great souls, he gave his own son to the sage. What can be done? We have to give her a son.
My dear husband, whatever you decide is what I decide.
Whatever is your will.
I will take him as my servant, and I will take care of him.
Dad! Dad!
As the two walked away, The whole town was plunged into an ocean of grief. The news spread to the whole village.
No, he cannot leave. He's only a young boy of 12 years old. Why did he take this 12 years old boy? How is he going to help? He was never even taught how to cook. My son is qualified. He knows how to cook and do so many things. I will find that sannyasi and bring him my own son in exchange.
Everyone in Ekachakra was feeling the same way. They all went running in directions, looking for the sannyas so they could offer their own children in replacement. But they could not find him anywhere. And thus, the whole village was left in a state of utter despair. One may ask, why would Lord Nityananda leave his parents in such a state of agony when they were such great devotees and they gave their lives and souls and everything they had only for his pleasure? It is explained that no one can understand the activities of Lord Vishnu, and his devotees are willing to leave behind anything and everything for the sake of higher spiritual principles. For ultimately, by leaving Ekachakra, Nityananda was reunited with his beloved Lord Gauranga. And together, they bestowed their mercy to all the fallen souls by spreading the Yuga Dharma for this age.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Now I'd like to present the actors. Yaga Prabhu. Mishra Prabhu. Edit. Boris. Miriam. Shatali. Ekanath. Kumar Sundar. Damodar Gopal. And Ganga. I'd also like to thank Radhika and Natalie for taking control of the curtains, which is very important.